Hey there, Dan Garner here from CreateFreedom.com, and today I want to talk to you about productivity tips for traveling. I've done a lot of traveling in my career. I'm an international speaker and I've flown pretty much everywhere you can think of. If you can name it, I've probably been there. I've flown all over the place, and in doing that, you end up learning through both research and experience how you need to maximize productivity while you're on the road to make sure that your business runs like a well oiled machine. And some of the best tips that I have to offer are what I want to talk to you about today. Number one is get up early, okay? No matter where you are, you've got to get up early because wherever you are, you're likely expected to be places, and you're kind of in an unpredictable environment already as it is. You don't know when meetings are going to be, you don't know when you're going to meet your people, you don't know when projects are going to pop up, you don't know a lot of things. So getting up early is a way in which you can get some deep work time in before the day starts, but B, get on their time as well. Jet lag is one of the biggest things that hold people back, but you need to get up on their time and not on your time. It might be tough, but it's going to give you the couple hours you need each day of completely uninterrupted, undistracted work where you're going to be still maximally productive. You'd be amazed at what you can accomplish in just 2 hours if you've got all of your focus and all of your energy directed at one thing with no distractions whatsoever. So still get up early. No matter where I am in the world, I'm still getting up around 5 a.m. to make sure that I get done what's expected of me. Just because I'm somewhere else doesn't mean that I shouldn't be operating at the same capacity, and the same goes for you. So get up early to correct your sleep-wake cycle, but to also get an awesome window of deep work into your day each and every single day. Number two is Wi-Fi. Now, this is a double-edged sword here. It's a two-pronged recommendation. Number one thing that you could do on planes is never get any Wi-Fi at all and just bring your noise cancellation headphones or some earplugs. Before I could afford the very fancy noise cancellation headphones that I have today, I used to simply just use earplugs. So it doesn't always have to be fancy. So earplugs, going to cost you less than $5, and you've never known true love until you wear earplugs in an airplane and an airport. It silences the world around you so that you can do what you need to do. And when you don't have any Wi-Fi at the airport or on the airplane, plus your earplugs are in, you can get a lot done because you're not pulled towards email or notified by social media, or you don't want to go check out the new news and whatever your favorite sport or entertainment is. You can't do any of that without Wi-Fi. So if you've got earplugs in and no Wi-Fi, that's something that can massively increase your productivity. So put another way, don't just watch movies on airplanes and don't just eat food in airports. Use this time to be productive because you've got nothing else to do during that time. So you can use no Wi-Fi at all and maximize the power of no distraction. Or if you are going to use Wi-Fi, one thing I learned the hard way is it's so much more worth it just to get the expensive Wi-Fi. So in most planes, you're going to have Wi-Fi that you can connect to for like $5 for the flight-ish, or $5 for 3 hours, whatever it is. And that internet is terrible. You might as well not get it, because if you're anything like me, all you're going to do is swear the whole flight because you can't get anything done because the internet is so slow. That is what I do. Maybe you're more mature than me, but that's what I do. But what I've graduated to is the high-speed internet. It's usually about 20, 30, I've even seen it $40 for even short flights, but it's so worth it. And I rationalize it in my brain because that's way less than I'm worth per hour. So I value myself at a very high dollar amount per hour based on the expertise and education that I bring to the table when clients hire me. But then I scoffed at paying $40 for 3 hours of high-speed internet. No, if I'm productive during those 3 hours, that's worth thousands of dollars. That's not worth $40. So you make the $40 of high-speed Wi-Fi worth it by getting your butt to work. Okay, so Wi-Fi is two different recommendations. Either don't use it at all, Or if you're going to use it, go all the way into the high speed and then make it worth your time, because it is. All right? Get up early. Use the two-prong Wi-Fi approach, whatever fits best for you. Or honestly, I usually do a combination of both. And exercise. This is something that a lot of people drop the ball on, and it kind of drives me crazy in combination with eat clean. So people will say, this is what people say. Yeah, I was traveling for the last couple of weeks, so naturally, my workouts got kind of messed up and I fell off the eating plan. Naturally is the key word there. There's nothing natural about that. That's kind of an excuse we allow ourselves to partake in. But how much effort did you put into finding a gym in the area that you were staying? How much effort did you put into utilizing a hotel that you knew had a good gym? How much effort did you put into finding a local grocer so that you could get the food that is actually good for your body and not just eat out for every single meal of the day with whatever's close at the hotel? Right? There's a lot of things that we can do that are actually very simple solutions if we just did them. So what I would want you to do is both of these things, because they're going to keep your energy so much higher. A lot of you guys are exhausted while you're traveling, but you're not exhausted because you're traveling. You're exhausted because of what you're doing while you're traveling. You stopped exercising the way you're normally used to, and you stopped eating the way you're normally used to as well. You can't be surprised that you're exhausted if you're eating out every single meal of the day, or if you are eating out, then you're eating junk. So just make sure that it's actual good food that you are eating out. So get that exercise and get that good food in you to keep your energy levels high, because it's impossible to be productive if you don't have high energy levels, and your energy is coming from the health and fortitude of your body. And another thing exercise really helps do is, when you look at the research, it helps correct the circadian rhythm at a much, much faster rate. So when you get up early, doing some form of exercise and actually getting exposed to daylight on their morning time is a few of the best things you could possibly do to get in your new sleep-wake cycle at a faster rate, so that your biological clock isn't off and therefore affecting your productivity. So let's do something. It doesn't have to be hardcore training, but let's just do something each and every single day, because it'll actually invigorate you. It won't exhaust you. It's something that'll have the opposite effect. And then make sure that we're eating clean and we're putting some sort of effort into not eating junk on a daily basis, because it will slow you down. Period. All right? Last but not least is you want to finish strong with some good managerial skills here. You want to actually have your business operating like a machine. There's a reason why I called it the machine previously, because I've been calling my business a machine forever. Because if I'm here, or if I'm in Croatia, or if I'm in Australia, it doesn't really matter. The machine is running. The machine is humming in the background. The machine will always be on, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what time it is, okay? The machine will always be humming, and that's how I want you to start thinking. And when I want you to kind of restructure the definition of how you look at a business, because a business should be a living, breathing entity that operates with or without your presence. That's the sign of a true business. A business is something that should be able to be operated when you're not around, so that you're not always micromanaging things. So I would want you to have a meeting with your team and automate everything that's going to happen while you're gone. So for example, at the time of this video, right now it is December 2018, but in July, I spent the entire month in Europe. I toured Greece, I toured England, I toured France, and I toured Italy. I toured those 4 countries, and it was one of the trips of my life. But I release 1 blog per week on multiple channels, 1 podcast per week on multiple channels, and I'm expected to post on social media nearly every single day. So what I did in the month prior to was pre-write 5 blogs, pre-do, essentially, pre-speak 5 podcasts for each channel, and then also pre-write all of the social media posts. And then they were automated and scheduled, so it looks like I never actually went anywhere. So the entire month of July was scheduled for automatic publishing in June. So June was completely done, and then July looks like I never actually left my home when I was gone for a month. So have a meeting with your team about how the machine is going to operate in your absence for whenever you're leaving, even if it's a work trip. My trips are normally for speaking at seminars. And if you have got to have a meeting with your team about how the machine's going to operate without you, and then wherever possible, use automation software to automate all of your posts that you're going to use. That you're going to have. So you can use WordPress, you can schedule your blog publishing, you can, Facebook has a scheduling tool where you can schedule your posts in advance anyways, just by itself. For Instagram, you can use Hootsuite or you can use Planoly. There's a lot of different software. And Libsyn, for example, you can use Libsyn to schedule your podcast for publishing at a future date. All of this software is available to you. So you can do it yourself by creating the content and then just automatically scheduling it. But if you have a team, it's good to have a team there just to make sure that the machine runs soundly. Okay? That's how you're going to maximize your productivity. First of all, you're going to make it look like you never even left in the first place. But while you're gone, you're going to get up early, so you get a 2-hour deep window work. You're going to get high-speed Wi-Fi for the times where it matters, but you're going to have no Wi-Fi because you'd be amazed at how productive you can be in the absence of Wi-Fi. You're going to exercise every single day because it's going to invigorate you and not exhaust you, and you're going to eat clean because a high-performance car can't perform with crappy fuel. If you want to be a high-performance car, you got to have high-performance fuel, period. That's how we're going to be maximally productive no matter where we are.